Hello. So in this video we are talking about the Titanic problem in the machine learning and data science platform Kaggle. So they have provided us with these details about the competition and they have given us some tutorials and the evaluation criteria that should be satisfied, and also they have provided us with frequently asked questions about this competition. So in this video we are basically going to look at how to visualize the data they have provided us to do this competition. So this is the basic data sources they have provided at us. So the first one is the gender submissions, as you can see all the data. Then the test data they have provided us with various columns starting from passenger ID, passenger class, name, the gender, age, and the sibling and spouses details, and the parents and children about tickets, fare, cabin, and what is the location they have embarked to the Titanic from. So the same structure of data has been provided for the training dataset as well. So this is the basic understanding of data. There are columns like this and values for each record and each passenger. So basically we are using a notebook, Python notebook they have provided with the Kaggle platform itself. So this is my sample test for the competition they are provided. So first of all we have to import all the libraries that is necessary for this prediction or data visualization. This is a data manipulation library called pandas, and this is a data visualization library, and also we have exported scikit-learn libraries and also keras libraries. So first of all we can import the data samples data set they have provided like this. In order to work we have to run this each code separately. So we are going to edit this one and see how it works. Give me a second. It's load the kernel, preparing a kernel and all the libraries and all the necessary things that should be there to run this notebook. So first of all, as we discussed, we are importing all the important libraries from all the Python important libraries to generate a successful outcome. So we are running the import part. As you can see, we are running a TensorFlow backend. So then we are going to export the previously shown dataset here, what they have provided us with, and they are in this path. As you can see they are in this location. So yes, we are going to start with data visualization part. First of all, let's see what kind of data is there for us to work with. As you can see, this is a sample of data that are available. So the passenger ID, whether they have survived or not, passenger class 1, 2 or 3, and their name and their gender and the age of the passenger, and if they are carrying a sibling or spouse, or is there any parent or children, and the ticket number, and the fare depends on basically the ticket, whether they are in the which class 3, 1 or 2, and the cabin number, and the embarked station. There are 3 stations they can embark. We can see it over here. See, there are 3 main stations they can embark. Basically, this gives you more clear picture about the data than what I have get out of that little bit of code. Let's go into the next step. So in this one we are going to basically see how many records are there in each column. So we can see there are 891 passengers, but only 714 passengers have their age recorded, a number of cabins. There are many empty data spaces in the data set, as you can see here. Cabin, most of the time, many people, multiple people stay in the same cabin, as you can see. So this gives you an overall picture, overall count, how many passengers are there and how many embarked, and other details, other column details and numbers associated with that. So the next piece of code we are going to visualize to say whether how many there are survived and how many have died in this tragical event. As you can see here, 0 is the number of people that have died and 1 is the number of people that have survived. As you can see clearly, more than the people that have been survived have died in this incident. It is more than 60% of the people they have died, and less than 40% have survived. So furthermore visualization, you can see the plot graph, what is the ages, most of the ages that have survived, and you can see 0 is the same as the earlier. 0 is the people that died, 1 is people that survived, and you can see most of the time people that are in their middle age, that means 20 to 40, they have died, same as the survived people. And you can see clearly most of the time most of the survived people are less than 10 years of age. That means most of the children have survived this incident. So then we can visualize the each class, how many passengers and what percentage of passengers that are in each class. So most of the people have gone in the third class, as you can see, and class 1 and 2, they are compared to the third class, there are there's low number of people that uh, who have gone in second and first class. Then we can visualize the data in relation with the age. The this shows the entire data set. That means here we can see first class. Most of the time first class means blue. Most of the time first class consists of passengers from 20 to 60 years of age, and most of the younger people have gone in the third class, compared to 35% of the 20 years of age or 20-30 years of age people have gone in the third class and the second class as well. So then we are going to visualize the data with regard to the gender. So as you can see, most of the men, that means most of the men that were in the Titanic have died, because even in the story you can remember most of the time children and the women gave the they have given the priority to the children and women for the lifeboats. So we can see this one clearly. According to the gender, most of the men have died, and furthermore we can visualize the women survival rate. According to this plot, we can see most of the women have survived the incident, and fewer women has died during this incident. So this one compares the female and male comparison of the people survived in this incident. So clearly female women has survived more than the men in this incident. Clearly, more than nearly 70% of the women on board the ship has survived, and only 30-35% of the male have survived the incident. So we can visualize more by checking the survival rate depending on class. As you can see, 0 is the people who have died, and 1 is the people who have survived. We can see clearly third class passengers who are in third class are the most likely to be the victims of the incident. More than 25% of the third class of the passengers in the vessel have died who are in the third class, and the most of the passengers who have survived, as you can see, are in the first class because the money factor. So the third class survival rate is bit low, and the second class is kinda like median more average. So the death rate of the first class is also low, as you can see. So we can further visualize male survivors depending on the class. As you can see, third class men mostly have died, as well as other classes. Mostly the men have died, but in the first class, compared to other classes, most of the men have survived. So we can see the class factor affecting the survival rate as well. So this is the first female survival rate by the class, and as you can see, third class it is almost 50-50 chance they have survived or not. Second class, most of the women have survived. First class, same case, most of the women have survived. Rarely they have died during the incident. So analyzing the data we have visualized above, we can clearly see the gender factor affecting the survival rate, and the class also, and also the age. So it is more likely to survive if you are female in the first class as well, or it is more likely to survive if you are a child, or it is more likely to survive if you are in the first class. Then we can basically make a hypothesis to do our prediction. So what I have done here is create, if you are female, you are most likely to survive. So according to that, we can see it is 78% that most likely that female have survived. Mostly 70% of female, 78% of female have survived during this incident according to our hypothesis. So what we are doing is we are we are coming into hypothesis that we are coming to a result that if you are female and you have survived the incident, so we can do more prediction on age, considering the age and the gender and the class that you have traveled in, and as well as the station you have embarked to the Titanic on. So the next tutorial will be on the prediction part. So the basically we have done here is the visualization of the data that we have given on this Kaggle machine learning problem. Hope to see you in the next tutorial. Thank you.